Hello, and welcome to the famous Shamus experience. And my name is Shamus O'Grady. And we are somewhere in Montana on a wonderful ranch herding sheep. As you can see out there, there is a bunch of people out there on ATVs moving a herd of sheep. That's right on that hill. They are going to move them all the way to the barns over there.
All the drop herd is in this pasture.
Yep.
Tomorrow morning, I'll put them in the pasture right straight ahead of us.
Okay.
And then whatever was born in here, the single lambs will move those out so that this pasture is open for the next day. It's alternate pastures every other day. Substitute pastures. I don't know. We got one right there with its head out. I can see it right in the sunlight. It's got a head out. Probably no feet, so we'll have to pull it. That one, I think the feet back, I see the head out.
So there is a sheep in this bunch of sheep that's having some issues with some birthing, so we're gonna catch it here. Oh, that's right. Yep, right there.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
To video it?
Yeah.
Have one of these guys that know how. You just hold it and you point the shot. You just grab around the head with one foot. Just go ahead and pull slow. The other shoulder is going to be a little tight. Procedure. You don't want that. No. Yep, it'll be a two-handed deal. And you won't have to go in. Oh, just pull it out. Yep, you should be able to just pull it out. So one hand around the neck, grab the foot here, then you pull. You gotta cut it down towards your
I got my hands dirty.
There. Oh yeah. And the love affair begins.
The love affair begins.
Each of these sections we'll put a batch of sheep in all the way around at night, and then whatever's born during the night, we just put them right in little jugs to keep everything separate so no lambs get trampled or anything like that.
I see. So at night you move them here, and then during the night pick them up and move them out here.
Yep. And then during the day, the singles that are born, we'll just leave them out if they're good, good mothers. All the twins we bring in so they get used to having two.
Okay.
And that's what they're doing. That other shed, we take all the twins that are born during the day to that shed. So that's kind of our routine, and it just goes back and forth
Until it's done?
until it's done.
21 days at least.
Yeah, 21 days is probably the hardest, and 25 to 30 days you're usually about done with stuff.
Okay.
So that's the gist of it.
The gist of it.
Yep.
So these girls, they have this contraption behind them.
Yes, yes we do.
And what is this thing used for? Anybody can answer.
Okay, I'll answer this. I'm new to this, but it's okay. So the big box in the back holds the mommy sheep, and the little I don't know what compartments are for the baby sheep, and so you can tell them apart, and so we don't get all the sheep mixed up.
So, what they do here is they'll let the sheep sit in that field over there, and then when a lamb is born, if it's just one lamb, they just let it be out there. But if it's a double or a triple, they go out and get it, and with this contraption, they bring it back to that shed over there, where they can get used to having 2 or 3 lambs. And this is orange soda. And that's what these girls just finished doing. Now it's nighttime, and they're just doing a check on the sheep, see if any sheep were born while they were gone, and they're going to push them all into the barn now, or they'll just walk into the barn themselves.
I don't think you want to take a video of that.
Yes, I do. Oh, look at this! Look at this. Twins! You told me that we kissed every single one goodnight. So when did we start that?
As soon as you start it. We'll finish it, then you gotta start it. You gotta do the first 100.
All right, I'm gonna. Good night, Lammy. Mwah.
I'll take a few of hers. It's kind of hard to get them real even.
Yeah.
Yep, that'll be about right.
That's Sterling.
This is Sterling, yeah.
Where's Sterling? So there's a special sheep out in this herd. Her name's Sterling. I've probably talked about her in previous videos. You guys hand raised Sterling, right?
Raised her as a dog.
Yeah. Okay.
Little baby.
Yeah.
I don't remember what her deal was, if she was just orphaned or what, but she's always been our baby.
So Sterling was raised by Grace.
She likes to be rubbed right there. She likes her hips rubbed. So she's a good girl. We like her. She is 7.
7 years old.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, she's 7, aren't you?
So we have a phenomenon here. An older lamb gave birth to some very big, healthy an older ewe gave birth to some very big, healthy lambs. Right there. And also, I learned something new about ewes today, too, or tonight. And it's what a rupture looks like. It's when the ewe gives birth to such large, healthy lambs, and its guts go to one side. But I couldn't tell. But the sheep experts, they know. Sheep experts. We're about to do some vet work. We have a infection on a sheep, and we're going to pop it. Chad, have you done this before?
Oh yeah.
And this is healthy for the sheep.
Well,
and getting it out, right?
It's not going to hurt anything for sure.
Okay.
She's got some infection in there. It's soft, so it's pus for sure.
Okay, it's plus. You know, I had one of those things on my leg once.
Probably a cut from either the shearing or if, you know, maybe she got a stick, a cut into it or something. Who knows?
Yeah.
But, so we're going to open it up and get that pus out of it.
But yeah, I had one of these things on my leg before.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, it was probably about that size, and it was very hot. I had to get surgery, and I was in the hospital for many nights.
So what was it?
It was a MRSA staph infection.
Oh, MRSA. Oh yeah. Garrett had that one time as well. So you guys ready for this?
I don't know.
It's not going to blow over.
Okay,
too much.
Zach.
Might be a little tight. Are we ready? So make the incision.
Oh my goodness. Oh,
Yeah. So this is where the cream filling for vanilla cookies comes from.
Yeah, right.
Really?
I think so. Well, on the strip. She don't
Okay.
really get close.
oh my goodness.
So
Oh my
this
goodness.
is a
Literally Dr. Pimple Popper.
it is. Yeah. So what did she say? So this is a lycoma, blah 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 blah. You know.
The Dr. Pimple Popper. This is exciting stuff. This is
Yeah, when he was pushing it out.
oh my gosh. Oh,
I can still.
yeah. I'm
Sure we get it all out now. If I was in fact Dr. Pimple Popper, I would probably cut out the little sac or whatever it is that you're supposed to get out of there, because there's supposed to be some little sac. But we got her out of there. So very good. And what'll happen is probably tomorrow, maybe, if I should have you get a piece of chalk. We'll mark her back. I might give her a shot of penicillin tomorrow.
okay.
For infections. Yeah, if you guys like that, there'll be more in the future.
Okay.
Come back again. Oh shucks, I wasn't even on TV. Was I?
It's so bright.
Sorry.
Chad,
Yes, sir.
so what's going on with this calf here?
Okay, so this calf, he was kind of in a bad situation. He had his head back in the cow. Before he was born, she had a twisted uterus. We had to take her into the vet, and she had a C-section to get him out. And he has not been able to stand up. And I don't know why that is, but he's just not able to stand up yet. He's starting to show some signs. It was about 3 or 4 days ago. He's eating good, and we get him up and hold him up, and he puts a little weight on his feet, but then he just drops right back down. So I think he just needs a little bit of strength, and give him a few more days and work with him and see if we can get him running around. So
He needs to be playing with all the other calves out there.
I don't know what. Yeah, oh, I bet you that right there's the head. So I bet he's got a head back.
So Grace, can you talk about what you're about to do here?
Pull a lamb.
What's that?
About to pull a lamb.
She'll get kicked first, right?
Alright.
More than likely.
Feet are right there.
Okay, I bet this is the head then. I bet she's got a head back.
There's a nose here.
Really? Okay. Well, maybe this is the second one. And she's got a head. Second one down here, I bet.
Also twins?
Probably so. Unless I'm feeling like a hip or something. I'm not sure why she was having issues there. Must have got a water belly or something. It's okay, Mama. You're good. That might have been its hips because either that or it just relaxed so that other one could get up in there. I think that was the hips I was feeling. So why were you having problems, Mama? It's not that big a lamb.
So they're ready.
Yeah, looks good.
Pull them on out.
Yep, I think so.
Oh,
Yeah, that was it. It's the only one. So, that's unusual that she was having such issues.
Whenever there's ewes, sheep giving birth to little baby lambs, you're always going to get a few bums. And here they are, all cuddled and cute.
So, these bum lambs, they don't have a mama and they need food. So,
What do you... No, there you go. Right there. All full and happy. They drink the whole thing. Grace, what are we doing here?
I'm marking the mamas and the babies.
Mamas and the babies.
So were you done? So we know which one goes to who.
And then how long are they in here for before they get kicked out?
2 days. If we're good.
Go. Go. Go follow mom. Go outside. It's not scary. Oh, you stepped in poop. Stepped in poop. I know the barn's the only place you've known, but this is good. So after the sheep, or after the ewes and lambs are in the barn for a few days for the lambs and the ewe to get, familiar with each other, their smells and whatnot, so that they're not confused with who's whose. They get brought outside here,
Hi.
where they get some sun, and eventually get lit out into the open. Recording you.
Sorry. Yeah.
At the end of each night, they bring in the sheep into the barn. And while they're bringing them in, if any are born out there, they just leave them. And then we go out there with the transport to bring them in.
Always gets a little entertaining at this time of night. You got a storm coming, you got a storm. Makes it rather entertaining.
I heard you guys. These cages here, right here. Would you look at that? Out from the field to 5-star hotel.
Wee little whippersnapper.
Room number 9.
See?
Number 9.
I think it's time to get that pouring over on Braun.
So that's a typical day on the Montana ranch during lambing season. If you enjoyed that video, please like and subscribe to my channel because there will be more.